All right, so welcome to this hopefully brief video of my views on the current state of AI. I have been thinking of making this one for a couple of weeks now because I've had this thought for the past few months and it's been bugging me, to be honest. And I wanted to share it to see what other people think about it and uh, see if it has any merit, to be honest. So I let it simmer and marinate in the background, and I think it's now been rendered into a semi-solid, semi-digestible form. And I gave myself the go-ahead to go and make this video. Now, to set the stage, I want to go over my perspective on the AI bubble and paint a picture of what I see through my everyday interactions and my knowledge of the technology and industry in general. The frame that I will be working in is generative AI and LLMs in particular, although what I'm about to say could be extended beyond this, but to be honest, I haven't given it that much thought beyond LLMs. Now, before we get into it, let me give you some background on what I do and how I came about this perspective. So I'm a software developer and I have a data engineer title at my job. I've been working for a cybersecurity company for the past 2 years, and I've been doing so in the R&D department. That's an abbreviation for research and development. There, I build software to serve AI. I develop features around it that can hopefully provide value to the users. And I build data pipelines to enable said features. Now, more recently, we also got into training LLMs to enhance their capabilities for our particular use cases. Now, this has given me a deeper understanding on what these models are capable of, what they struggle with, and what can be done to mitigate their shortcomings. So I have used them a lot, to be honest, and I've developed some intuitions around them. Now, with that said, contrary to how it might seem later on, I love AI. I really do. I think what's been achieved so far is insane, and it simply beggars belief. And if you would allow me to romanticize it a bit, there's a scene in the movie Imitation Game. For those of you who haven't seen it, do go and check it out. It's a great movie where Benedict Cumberbatch, who's playing Alan Turing, says something along the lines of, Christopher's become so smart, and he's referring to the machine, the computer he's built, and he's crying. I think as a community, this is the closest we've come to collectively sharing that feeling, and I, for one, think that's beautiful. Like, every time I interact with a model, every time I manage to get it to do something new, this feeling is all I have. Now, enough with the madman's ramblings, let's get on with it. A great man once said two things. First, we are 3 years into, we won't need developers in 6 months. Second, if AI is so great, why hasn't OpenAI or Anthropic built their own version of every software out there and simply dominate every vertical? By the way, if you've been living under a rock, that man is the Primagen. Go check him out. He's great. Now, the reason for this is simple, really. It's because AI can't do that yet. And it's also the reason why all these companies, like the AI developing companies, are still hiring software developers at an alarming rate, actually. This brings us to the current state of affairs. Why are all these companies claiming that the Messiah is here when it clearly is not? Well, AI has gone overnight from pure sci-fi to something real that can at least seemingly provide value, solve problems, and all the other great stuff. This has generated a lot, and I mean a lot, of both attention and money for companies. The major player here is Nvidia. They are at the center of it all. Just look at their stock. They are on a generational run. And I ask you, why would Jensen, the leather jacket man himself, let the cash cow die? Why would Sam Altman give up his chance to seize the world, if you will? Why would any of these players lift their foot off the pedal when the results are so great? Well, for no reason at all. That's why they don't. So the stage is set now. We have a major new technology, everyone's eyes are glued on it, and all the major players have to do is keep feeding the monster for all it can deliver in terms of money and power. This is where the marketing comes in. This is where you get all these buzzwords that pop up like mushrooms, like terms like AI, Gen AI, AGI, ASI, agents. Don't get me started on agents. This is all designed to keep the hype cycle at its peak. Don't let it die. Keep up the illusion of artificial intelligence being able to solve everything right here, right now. And all you have to do is pay $69 a month. In my eyes, the question of if AI is a bubble is sort of an illusory one, asked by people that don't use the technology enough to understand its capabilities and limitations. And to clarify my position on this, yes, I do think AI is a bubble, but that's the ground truth that needs to be set before the big reveal, if you will. And that is, AI companies are pumping this bubble, attracting attention and money to fuel their progress. The catch? The big bet, you ask? It's simple, really. Can we outrun the bubble bursting and deliver on all these promises before everyone realizes what the game is? And that's my core perspective here, that yes, AI is a bubble, but more importantly, it's a race to deliver on promises before the stakeholders of any kind, be it people that pump money through their companies or people using the product, see that they've so far been empty. And yes, I hear you, AI is getting better. It is solving harder and harder problems. But there's a lot of false advertising out there, lots of unrealistic hopes of what it can currently do, and that's by design, and it is a problem. I cannot speak for the future winner of this race. Arguments could be made for either outcome. But I am, though, constantly reminded of Meta's head of AI, Jan LeCun, stating that what we currently think of and call artificial general intelligence will not be reached just by language and how we currently approach AI. That's my 2 cents. Stick around if you found any value in this. Based on the reception, I'd like to make more videos. I specifically want to cover agents, as I alluded to earlier. I have thoughts about that, but also some problems I see with OpenAI and the way they act currently, well, recently. If all goes well, I might take a step into more technical topics, but that might be for later. And yeah, thanks for sticking around. Let me know in the comment section if you agree or not. I am by no means omniscient. This is just one man's views. And in the words of Charlie White, aka Penguinzo, the man himself, that's about it. See ya.